Just like in Google Docs, you can insert images into a Google slide deck, but you can also do a lot more with images in Google Slides. So let's take a look at that now. So again, just like in Google Docs, if we want to insert an image, we're going to go to Insert, Image, and we have several choices. Again, we can upload something that we have saved to our computer. We can upload something that's in our Google Drive. If we use Google Photos, we can pull from there. We can also use a URL or pull the camera up on our device and take a picture live to insert it. Or what we're going to look at today to pull some images is we can search the web. Remember that when we search the web, it opens up a search tool right inside the program or tool that we're using. And all of these images have been confirmed to be copyrighted correctly. So anything you pull up through this is safe for students to use. So let's just choose something to insert an image of. So I'm going to look for an image of a football. And when I find one that I like, I'm going to click on it and I'm going to insert it. While it's creating that image and popping it in there. So now I have this image in my Google slide deck and I can do several things with it. I can make it larger or smaller, however I need to. I also can rotate it any direction that I want so that I can move it around. I can drag it wherever I would like on the slide. I can do some things like that. Now I'm going to click off of it for a second and I want you to look right up here and see that I've got some options here that are just dealing with my slide that we've already been over. But when I click on the image, I now get some other options that we can look at. So first of all, we can crop the image. So if I click on here, we can do kind of a normal crop where I just drag it down and it will crop the image. Kind of cut it off, make it whatever shape we want it to be. Next to it here is reset image. So I'm going to reset that so we can get it back to where we were. So you can just crop that image to make it whatever size, cut out any background, anything that you may not want on that image. You can do that. But you can also do some other really cool things in crop. Right here next to the little crop button, there's a little drop down arrow, and you can actually crop an image to be in any shape that you would like. So you can do different shapes here. So let's say I want to choose this one. So now when I choose this, I have cropped my image to fit into that shape, and now it can stay in that shape. The other thing I can do is I can replace an image. So now if I don't want a football anymore, but now I want a soccer ball, I can search for soccer ball. When I find one that I want, I can pop it in, hit replace, and it's going to replace that image right there. Go ahead and go into how I've got it cropped and all of those things. Let's reset this image now. We've got some other format options. So I can do size and rotation. I can actually, if I don't want to just drag to resize it, I can actually type in a size that I want it to be. I can also look at the position and tell it where I want it to go if I don't want to just drag and drop. You can do some recoloring. So this one has no recolor, but I can do some clicking on here and I can recolor and change it. I can change the transparency, brightness, and contrast. I can add a drop shadow. And I can actually decide how much of a drop shadow I want to be on there. You can kind of see how that drop shadow came out right here and made that big drop shadow there. You could also choose to reflect your image, and you can see kind of a reflection of it down here. So lots of different things that you can do with an image in Google Slides to really manipulate it and make it look the way that you would like for it to.